Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happypuppytruffles. Today I wanted to show you guys how to take a traditional origami box and just tweak it a little bit to get something that kind of looks like chocolate. And I figure with Valentine's Day ahead of us here, this could be a fun project. This is kind of what it looks like at the end. It's just a tapered off box and you really have a lot of freedom to kind of play around with, how much you taper it, those kinds of things. But it can be a really fun little cute project you can do, and you can kind of arrange them together to create, little box of chocolates if you want. And I'm going to be using this particular origami in a couple of projects, both tomorrow and the next day as well, kind of showing you guys how you can use this to make something kind of cool for Valentine's Day. So, but I thought I'd show you guys today just how to make it in general, and then you can use it in so many different ways. You just start off with your standard, origami piece of paper, and I'm going to be using brown, of course, so it kind of looks like chocolate that way. And what you want to do is just start off by making a traditional box. So to do that, we just start with our color side facing down, and I'm going to go ahead and first put my vertical and horizontal creases in my paper just so that I know where my center is. Once you've done that, then go ahead and take each of the four corners and fold into the center. This is called a blintz base. We call it a zabuton base in Japanese. So you just fold all four of these sides into the middle. Get that all folded into the middle to look like a nice little square. And then we're going to go ahead and take the right side here, and I'm going to fold towards the center, getting lined up with those tips that I put there. Keep this top and bottom edge lined up so you get a nice straight crease right through the middle. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on this side too. Get everything lined up and then just crease it out. Open up the doors. When you do, these little flaps will open up too. Pull on those so that you get everything extended out to look like this. Then we're going to take the bottom corner and fold it towards the center. And now a lot of times when you do that, this tip has a tendency to kind of shift and get in the way. So what I like to do first is to just fold this back to make sure I'm really getting the center part here of this. And then you can go ahead and fold towards the middle. And then this time you'll have, the freedom to kind of make sure you're getting it in the middle there. Line up the creases that you have that go vertically here. Get that all done. Turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. Get that folded over. And then these are the sides of our box here, so we can get those to stand up straight. And then I could just take, and you use the creases that are already on this side to push in. And there should be a diagonal crease right here. We're just going to use that to create the hinge first of the side. Make sure that you do both of those. And then you could take the top part and just fold and roll it over. And then we will make sure we get that all tucked in nice and everything is smoothed out so you get a good edge to your box. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side too. Again, they're just pushing in and using that diagonal crease to help create a little edge there. And then get that part tucked in. Now that's just a traditional box. You've got your traditional box on when you're finished. And then what we want to do to taper it off is you want to make sure you're looking at one of the sides that's thicker, that had the part that we just folded in. You can tell because you can kind of feel them. There's this little, you can see a little bit of an edge from the creases there, not the thinner, smooth surfaces. You want to start with the thicker sides. I just tend to think this holds it a little better. You can play around with it, and if you find doing it the other way is totally fine. It doesn't matter, but this is just the side I choose to work with to kind of snap everything down. That's my thicker side. If I look at the top, I've got that nice crease that goes right across the top and lines up with this edge. What I want to do is making sure that everything inside here is tucked and laying down flat. I want to kind of pinch so that I can get the tip to smooth right into that other side. And this angle here, depending on how far you go up on that, is going to determine how tapered the chocolate is when you're done. You don't want to probably go too far because we just want it to be a nice little rounded off chocolate. But I'm just going to kind of keep that in mind and then fold towards the parts. I want to fold in onto the part that's really thick here. I'm going to make a tapered crease that goes right down to the bottom. You want to try to keep that as close to the tip as you can. And then just fold it up at an angle until you can get a nice little tip. And then I'm going to take the other side and fold to snug against it, just giving it a good crease. And it kind of makes everything dented for a second, but you're just doing this to create a new edge. Now, your edge used to be down here, now it's up here, and we've got a nice tapered edge to everything. And when we're finished, you can choose to pinch a little crease along the edge if you want a more square shape to your chocolate, or you can leave it poofed and rounded out too if you want to. So I've got one of those, and then I'm just going to do the same thing on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and pinch towards this, towards the other side as well here, keeping these two coming together. This will create a piece of chocolate that's kind of rectangular in shape when you're done. And of course you want to try to ideally shoot for having the same height to everything here. So we just kind of follow where you've done things from before, and then pinch from the other side too. And you get a new edge to everything with a nice smooth tip at the top. And you can kind of, like I said, you could smooth that out or leave it poofy, up to you. But that gives you a new edge. So you get like a trapezoid edge then to everything here on this side. And then I could just do the same thing on the other side too, so that I can get a completed piece of chocolate. And you of course want to try your best to kind of shoot for the same height, of course, on that when you do that. And again, it helps too to push inside to make sure you're getting everything tucked in when you do this. Sometimes it has a tendency to kind of pop out weird. It doesn't hurt the outside so much, but it could prevent it from latching as well as it should, and it can also make the inside look a little weird. So if you want to avoid that, you can make sure you push in from underside when you do this. But you should get something then that looks like this. And this is just kind of like a tapered, edged piece. It's obviously a little deeper than we had before. We've added a little extra centimeter or so to how deep this is. And like I said, it's more rectangular in shape now, not square. You've got these longer edges here and then shortened sides on the side where we tapered things off. But that kind of just gives you a nice little finished piece of chocolate. It kind of looks like a, I don't know what kind of chocolate. It kind of looks like chiroro choco in Japan. But and, you know, I think if you kind of, you know, line up a few of them together, it can create a cute little impression of chocolate. If, you know, that's kind of what you're going for here, but kind of creates a cool look. So I hope you guys can find lots of fun ways to use this. I'm really super excited because I have some really fun projects. One that's more craft oriented that I'll show you guys tomorrow, and then a printable one that I'll show you guys the next day, both relating to creating your own kind of boxed chocolate that you can use as a gift, an origami gift to somebody you love. And yeah. I hope you guys find a lot of fun uses for it. It could be just a cushion seat in a dollhouse or something too. There's so many different ways you could use it. So anyways, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week. I'm finally better. I'm not sick anymore, so yay. And I'll have some more fun projects to share with you guys in the days to come. Thank you again always so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.